attack that took place in the Jammu Samba sector across entire western northern area despite announcement of cessation of hostilities on both fronts. General, a tweet has come 1.5 hours ago in which Indian Air Force has said Operation Sindoor continues.
Yes, Kartikeya, first of all, thank you for inviting me
It's
for this
always
program.
pleasure to have you here, sir.
Uh, I don't think this ceasefire which has been established, first of all, is very much like the ceasefire of the 26th of November 2003, which was never a written ceasefire. It was based upon a call from the Pakistan Director General of Military Operations to our DGMO. And a similar thing was repeated on the 25th of February 2021. None of these are written ceasefires. We have Operation Rakshak going on in Jammu and Kashmir for the better part. Well, Operation Rakshak 2 has been going on since 1991, despite the ceasefire being there many times. So technically speaking, an operation once launched continues until it comes to a finality or what is called a conflict termination. So on that issue, there's no problem at all.
You're saying that it's part of the normal standard operating procedure.
Absolutely. I mean, this is just explained it to you. You've got operations within operations which are taking place. Within Operation Rakshak, there are so many operations which take place. Operation Meghdoot and Siachen, there are so many sub-operations which take place. So there is no problem at all. Operation Sindoor continues until a declared finality.
Your take on the yesterday's drone attack that took place, or the sort of a lot of newspapers have written, if the word is correct to use, the harassment raids?
Yes, now that was a strange one. To my mind also, I was monitoring it, particularly the one over Jammu and in Srinagar. Again, I think an attempt to even reach somewhere up to my old headquarters at Badami Bagh. This was strange given the fact that a ceasefire had already been agreed upon. No, and in the Indian Armed Forces, we know how to live with ceasefire violations. But the community at large does expect that a nation, once it's given a word, on the international fora, it's given its word that a ceasefire has been agreed upon, within 2.5 to 3 hours goes and breaches that ceasefire. Now, this was a strange one. But I have my own explanations for that. And I do strongly feel that, Pakistan is trying to spin a web of gray zone around us, leaving us floundering around diplomatically, wondering what to do in terms of military response. Should we respond immediately? Should we not respond? Or what should we base our response upon? I dare say that my own experience of dealing with the track 2 with Pakistani diplomats, Pakistani generals has been that at the drop of a hat, they will always wish to introduce an element of the aspect of intervention by the United Nations, somehow or the other. They will always look for a cause to say, see, no one is being able to decide who is responsible for this breach of ceasefire. So let's bring in the UN. Let's bring in UNMOGIP, and everyone understands the United Nations Observer Military Group in India and Pakistan, which is not recognized by India, but recognized by Pakistan. And their intention is always how to internationalize this, take it to the United Nations, bring in the United Nations into it, and therefore give a rise to the understanding of plebiscite all over again. This is a large-scale ploy of theirs, which I've seen many times. I'm not saying that this necessarily was what they were attempting to do so quickly after the ceasefire had been accepted. But these are the kind of activities they indulge in. And I did ask some of my people who were asking me at that particular stage what I thought about this. I did tell them that I'm not looking at Jammu. I'm looking at the moment at Uri, Poonch, Kupwara, and Rajouri. If the guns are silent there, then Pakistan is obviously looking at just attempting to harass us. And that's exactly what was there.